can dance.
Oh my gosh, it didn't take him a year to upload. Back to back, Sea Bear style, another video. That's not a circle, it's an oval, so you're not protected from my cartoon analysis attack. Many shows with a large cast of characters find it hard to display the dynamics between certain individuals and can be seen as stale. Take the Sponge Show for example. We obviously know how Patrick and Bob interact, how Krabs and Squid interact, but what would Larry and Patrick talk about if they were in a room, together, alone? The Looney Tunes Show fights these stale allegations by always showcasing the dynamics between the main cast. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be looking at the Looney Tunes Show Season 2, Episode 3, Itsy Bitsy Gopher. This episode is one of the best because it combines the narcissistic, misplaced confidence from Daffy and the ditzy craziness of Lola. This mix allows them to enable each other to do the looniest, see what I did there, things they can concoct in their brains without anyone like Bugs, Tina, or Porky behind them making sure they don't hurt themselves or end up in jail.
Most of the time, it's like Daffy's in his own little universe. I'm the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Batman.
The Looney Tunes Show. All new series premiere Tuesday, May 3rd at 8/7 Central on Cartoon Network.
The episode starts with Bugs and Daffy playing Scrabble. Daffy makes up a word and kinda eats with the explanation.
Darvog? What? I challenge. Darvog is a word. Use it in a sentence. I just did. Darvog is a word. That's a sentence.
You're not that bitch, nothing, but you still ate that little one thing, ate that one thing.
While showcasing his culinary genius to Bugs with his latest creation of the J&PB, a jelly and peanut butter sandwich, Bugs notices a giant spider in the house. As Bugs is trying to kill the spider, Lola comes in, sees it, and without hesitation, chucks their lamp at the spider, missing it and obviously shattering the lamp. She offers to buy him a new one, and Daffy tags along because he's a pussy and leaves Bugs to handle the spider in the B story.
Wait for me! I'm not getting killed by a spider today!
Driving to the antique store, Lola breaks down her war crime of a sandwich that she calls a Darvog, instantly showcasing the connection of idiocy between these two characters. In the store, one of the gophers, Mac, is hysterical because his friend Tosh has been missing for 10 whole minutes. Daffy doesn't give a fuck though. He just wants to grab a lamp, and because it doesn't involve him, doesn't really matter anyway. But since Daffy won't go home until the spider is gone, they both decide to help find Tosh. Daffy picked up a notebook off the counter and starts writing. He's done this throughout the entire series where he'll act like he's listening to someone and writing down info on a notepad just to seem smart, but in reality he's just scribbling about something completely unrelated. Even though we don't see it, I guarantee that notepad had nothing to do with Tosh. Lola proclaims the search will be easy due to her sixth sense when it comes to these kind of things.
Is my sixth sense, my sense of humor.
What is Bugs Bunny's catchphrase?
It's sort of my go-to phrase.
I don't do Mondays.
The Looney Tunes Show. All new series premiere Tuesday, May 3rd at 8/7 Central on Cartoon Network.
They go to Tina's, Daffy's girlfriend, place of work, copy place, to make missing person flyers for the gopher. Daffy tells Tina about the important mission they are on, and he does not have time for chit-chat. As the bummy boyfriend he is, he takes $1 from Tina to go to the vending machine. They start making the flyers and decide to put a reward of $5 and a drawing of Tosh. With Lola's amazing art skills, she gets to drawing when Daffy says something a little interesting.
What about putting him in clothes? You know, like maybe a white outfit to signify his purity?
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Right. For purity. Listen here, my dark-feathered avian brother. You need to break free from the Caucasian mind structure, my bird brethren. How would Dr. Cornelius Umar Fillmore feel hearing you say such a thing? Get it together. After disgracing his race, they finish and look at the flyers, and the drawing looks exactly like Speedy. He's a mouse, not a gopher, but they're too dense to understand, and there's no one there to correct them, so they just roll with it. Looking at this picture reminds me of the SpongeBob episode Hall Monitor, when Patrick was looking at the picture and didn't notice that it was SpongeBob. They both radiate the same level of stupidity, and it's awesome. They go to a mailbox, which is Tasha's last known location. It is here where they come face to face with the fact that they are extremely unqualified to be private detectives and actually don't know shit.
Dust for fingerprints.
Right. Yes. Dust for fingerprints.
Let's run some forensics.
Right. Forensics. Love forensics.
DNA sample.
Right. One sample of DNA coming up.
With their lack of knowledge, Daffy suggests Lola just jump inside to see if he's in there. No gophers in there, but after being enticed by mail inside a mailbox, Daffy follows suit and jumps in. You know what this reminded me of? The SpongeBob episode Hall Monitor when SpongeBob jumps inside the mailbox. If I had a nickel for every time you brought up the SpongeBob SquarePants episode— Shut up! You're not funny. At Lola's place, Daffy whips out a chalkboard, and we hear they had to be pried out of the mailbox by the fire department with the jaws of life, and they owe the city either a new mailbox or about 1,000 hours in community service. Oh yeah, and they still haven't found the fucking gopher. Oh shit, Tosh. I forgot all about it. To make sure they can work to their highest potential, they take a break from the gritty detective work to go make some cookies. After making the cookies, they turn into gluttonous fucks and are too tired, and it's also been an hour since Tosh has been gone. So Daffy just wants to assume the worst, he's dead, moves on, and wants to email Mac about the terrible news. An email? Bro's best friend is gone with the sands of time and he doesn't deserve to hear the news in person? Not cool, Daffy. Not cool. But Lola suddenly has a brain blast and has one last-ditch genius idea. Back at the antique store, they tell Mac that they found Tosh and present him to him.
Ta-da!
Oh, tears. Oh, okay.
Yep, they showed up to this man's place of business, straight-faced, and showed him a domesticated gerbil and said it's Tosh. No joke, dead ass. Like, I'm not even gonna get into, like, if that's, like, racist or whatever, but the fact they went to the pet shop, picked Buddy up for 45 bucks and said, yep, this'll do, is crazy to me and hilarious. How much of a dumbass do they think Mac is to believe that was his friend? I said Daffy wasn't cool, but Lola's just an asshole for real. Like look at his face, man. He's just so sad. He just wants his friend back. Then, thankfully, the real Tosh comes in and explains that he was just at the park for an hour having some me time. Well, that explains it, but you know, he could have left like a note or something, so you know, Mac wouldn't worry about him.
But I did! I wrote it on that notepad by the cash register. Dear Mac, I'm going to the park to spend a little time alone. I'm sure I'll hate it and want you to worry. XOXOXO Tosh.
Hey. I'm about to defend Daffy for a second. Even though he didn't see the message, neither did the co-owner and best friend of the guy that left the message. Daffy should have read it, but also Mac should have read it before, you know, he called the cops. So you can't blame Daffy too much. After a hard day's work, they chill in Pizzeriba with Bugs because they can't go home due to the fumigation and wonder where Speedy is to serve them. Wherever could he be?
All right, gopher, give me my $5.
I told you, I'm not a gopher.
Checks out. The combination of Daffy and Lola is surprisingly similar to one of, if not the most iconic duos, SpongeBob and Pink Star Man. I've been referencing and comparing SpongeBob this whole video due to that similarity. Daffy is like Patrick because of his blind confidence in his capabilities when he actually knows nothing about anything. Lola is happy-go-lucky, bubbly, and stupid, but incredibly gifted, just like the yellow square guy. The main thing that makes this duo a good pairing is how well their dialogue is. They say any dumb thing they want, and there's no one there to correct them, while the other person is adding on to it with their own equally slow statements that keeps this episode funny and fresh because you never know what they'll decide is the next logical step for them to take. This is one of the best episodes of the series and showcases why other shows need to display the dynamics between characters who don't usually interact, because it's going to create gold. You know what one of my favorite aspects of the Looney Tunes show was? The Roadrunner and Coyote shorts that played after episodes in the first season. You know what I would like to see? Coyote vs. Acme. Listen here, damn it, David. You money-sucking leech. You lifeblood-sucking whore. Release the movie, damn it. Do you not want money? If you don't want it on Max, let it go on Prime, let it go on Netflix, who cares? Do you not want money for real? I don't think you're a bag chaser for real. You will pay, David. You will pay. First video that's not based on race. How'd I do? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe and share and all that stuff. Thanks for watching the last video. I didn't think anybody would watch that. It really warms my heart to see people enjoying the stuff I enjoy. So thanks for that. And yeah, more cartoon analysis in the future.